Hey guys, it's February 26, 2023, and we've had several Outsiders preview cards already. No official spoiler videos yet or anything out like that, so we'll get a lot more stuff coming up. But I'm really excited about Outsiders. I'm a Katsu main. I haven't really been playing competitively the last 6 months. I've done some games online and whatnot. But I'm excited to play again because Outsiders. I love Sealed. I love Draft, so that's going to be a lot of fun with it. And I love Katsu, and I'm loving how the cards give combo more flexibility with him. And I want to go over a few of the cards that have been spoiled so far. Show off the deck I used to play with. I've been top 8 several times. I used to do Pummel Katsu too, which might be relevant now. But let's go ahead and go into it. Talk about Katsu. And there might be an unofficial spoiler at the end of this video. So let's see what we've got. So what we have right here are a few cards that are being spoiled so far. And I want to talk about why I like them and what they're doing for Katsu. So right now we have Be Like Water. And this is a good filler card because Surging Strike is one of the main lines that I play. But I really liked Open to Center beforehand too, but it was kind of hard to get through because Head Jab's a 3 damage card. This one is 2, so it functions as Head Jab as where it's 3, go again, and it costs 0 to play. So you don't necessarily have to play this as one of the cards, but if you pay 1 extra, when you hit, you can make this a Head Jab, Surging, or Twin Twisters. Twin Twisters, I don't know how that's really relevant for combo cards, so I gotta see how that goes. But my assumption is we'll probably get a Head Jab, Surging Strike, combo lines in this set. Maybe we'll get Open Center again too. But I like that because it allows those other combo lines to be relevant, and it gives more filler cards to help you pivot as Katsu. And when you hit with this too, you can also discard a card with 0 if you're playing Katsu, and draw a combo card that you want. So you can pivot into any of these lines. And it gives it the name, so it lets the combo lines work. Now, Bonds of Ancestry is if a card with Gust Wave in its name was last attacked this combat chain to hit, this costs 2 less, combat chain, you don't have to hit. This costs 2 less to play, and has to go again. And when this attacks, you may banish a card with combo from your graveyard. If you do so, search a card for your deck with the same name and, blah, blah. So it allows you to pivot chain or allows you to finish the chain off. So that's kind of cool because that leads to Dishonor. So it's very similar to Lord of Wind where the Bonds of Ancestry can pull a card for you, but the Dishonor would have to be in the graveyard in order to banish it to get another one. Nonetheless, though, is, if you play it, it's a 4 damage card for 0. Really good. And when this hits a hero, and if you control Surging Strike, Descendant Gust Wave, which I don't believe has been revealed yet, and Bonds of Ancestry, that hero loses all abilities for the rest of the game. That's really cool, especially the hero's, abilities, make them who the hero is. So I really like that quite a bit. And then I'm going to show my deck in a minute that I used to play, but I want to go over these other cards first. So this other card I really like is Head Leads to Tail. So it's a good filler card. Not 100% sure I would keep it or not, but something I might want to replace some cards in my deck with. It says when this attacks, name another card. Attack action cards with that name have +1 as combat chain. Go again. So, for example, I might want to play that card first, and then either name 100 Wins or Crouching Tiger, because that's one that you might want to play multiple of cards of that, and they all get +1, which is pretty cool. So it acts like a pseudo Art of War with attack built into it. Or you could use that for one of your combo starters to get a hit. If this one doesn't hit, to give it +1. So maybe you want to make a Surging Strike for 6, or Head Jab for 4, or some other card for 4 that goes in. So it allows you to maybe put an extra pressure on another card that you play this turn to try to get that combo off of Katsu. So let me go a little bit into my old deck before. A lot of it was inspired off Steel Fur. I talked with him right before the Calling Vegas 2021. I've modified my deck a lot since then, but the core tenets is there. Is Breaking Scales. Love that card. I think that card's going to be relevant again since, Katsu uses combo so much. I was not a fan of Fi and Uprising because the combo, he just played cards. I didn't really care for it. I like combo a lot. So you got the Breaking Scales, Hardened Cross Trap. That's great for Surging Strike cards because you could play that, play Surging Strike for free essentially. Snapdragon Scalers is good when you don't have the go again or good combo line set up. So Katsu, what I really like is that the little nuances to him that you don't always have the free go again, so you have to make it work. The cards that I probably would want to get rid of are Lightning Strikes. Even though I like it quite a bit, it's a pain in the ass with Frost. So I haven't really played much since Islander became popular. But when I was playing at Starvo, E-Strikes could get locked in my deck at the end when I had very little resources and a lot of blocking going on. So I wouldn't mind getting rid of E-Strike. Because even though it's 0, it still costs a card. And if you have Frost on you still have to pitch for it. So against Frost, I'd probably take E-Strike out and put one of those new cards in there. And then the leg tap line, I still like it quite a bit. So I probably want to keep that in there. But I may remove cards like Torrent Tempo, even though it's really good. Might remove that. Snatch is good because it gives you the free draw card. That's when I usually break the Snapping Dragon Scalers. And Take the Tempo is a really good ender right there. So a lot of good cards in here, so it's hard to figure out what to remove. Probably would remove Winds of Eternity because all I care about is 100 wins. And even bigger than that is good to help fill in those go-agains when you're missing it. So I have to really see the new cards out there before I start, come up with new ideas to fill it out. But I really like the fact that, I might be able to get rid of the yellow Surging Strikes or maybe make it less and fill in some of those other cards in there too. But since there's more pivots that rely on Surging Strike, I might want to keep those in to get it going. So might remove the leg tap line and add in some of these fillers to make double Surging Strike lines. It's kind of hard to tell. And it might make Open Center relevant again too with some of these head jab fillers too. So I'm really excited to see what's going on with it. Command and Conquer, I like it. But again, doesn't have go again, so it's a good finisher for Katsu. And with the card in here too, I forgot to mention, is Bond's Ancestry costs 2 to play, but it's free if you play it in a combo. So this is actually relevant if you want to use Pummel on it. You can use Pummel on Surging Strike, which I use quite a bit when I played Pummel Katsu against Bolton. And also it's good on Open Center, which has Dominate too. So there's ways you might want to get Pummel on there too. Very resource heavy for Katsu, so it might be like a mid-range Katsu if you want to do that route versus a full aggro. And then what else we got is we got Mask of Many Faces for the set. I think this is more relevant for Blitz because you gotta destroy the mask to name the card. The next card gives that name, so it'd probably be good for draft, sealed, whatever. Might like that. I still think Mask of Momentum is king, especially for constructed, because you're constantly threading the draw again. The draw card with the 3 hits. So Mask of Momentum is still going to be my go-to. Mask of Pouncing Lynx, maybe for Benji, but not for Katsu. So you still have these. I like that they're making other masks and all that. It gives you more different play styles you can play off of, but I think that's more relevant in Blitz. I haven't really been keeping up the meta, but I want to get back into it. So I still think Mask of Momentum is king for Ninja. And now I want to talk a little bit about, what happened last set. So there's a lot of hype around the Emperor, right? And they're like, hey, this Emperor, super rare card, really badass. He's the first, warrior, first wizard hero. Here's his backstory. Week later, like, oh, and then we have this new assassin, and, well, the Emperor is now dead. I was like, what? You got me excited for the Emperor just to kill him off before the set's even released? So, I've never really received a spoiler from LSS. I don't make enough content. I'm more active on Discord and all those other channels right there. But I want to have fun this set and figure out, since I love Katsu so much, I want to do a hypothetical spoiler. What would LSS give me if I were to get a spoiler, right? Katsu's awesome. He's back in it. He's my favorite hero. And, I've gotten second place in RTN with him back in the day. I did pretty good. I was pretty competitive. Again, I've taken a little break on it with Katsu. But, if I were to get a spoiler from LSS ever, my thought was like, what would it be? And then I was like, fuck, they would kill him. And then I got this, Katsu card, and he's dead. So I just had some fun this set, and I had Andromeda make the spoiler for me. Very unofficial, but I was like, oh man, what if they could just kill Katsu this set? He's never got living legend, but what if he's dead right now? So Andromeda made it for me. She was on my channel like 2 weeks ago. Really good artist right there. So I just want to have some fun. Here's unofficial spoiler. I was like, oh man, I didn't know what to do for that because I just want to have fun with it. But I was like, well, all the hype we had last season, I'm like, what if LSS decided to just kill another random hero again just for fun too and hype him up? But nonetheless, I'm really excited Katsu's back. I'm really excited about the new playstyles that's coming out with it. I love this combo lines. I love the fact that they're playing on old combo lines and adding pivots for it. Because the Surgeon Strike and Whelming were, a Katsu line, but now they added it so other ninjas can use it too. but Katsu can still use his Lord of the Wind line, and it makes it a little more unpredictable of like what's going to happen. Like, is Katsu going to go the Lord of the Wind route? Is going to go the other route? It gives you more options to play around and have fun. So I'm really looking forward to Outsiders. You know, I really want to get competitive with Katsu again. I'm not a fan of Ice, so I got to figure out how to work with that with an Eyelander. And same thing with you know, Guardians. I hate playing against them. But nonetheless, I love playing Agru Katsu, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I think this is going to be a great set. So I'm really excited about it. And I'm hoping to, you know, play pretty well again. But I had to start getting reps back in. And I'm using this new set to, you know, get back into it. Really excited about everyone else's preview cards coming out this set. I love watching spoilers from content creators. So it's really good. And I'll keep doing content. I love doing it, but I only want to do content when I have a topic to talk about. It's hard for me to come up with one every week. So you'll get random videos from me. So I'll be talking more about spoilers when Outsiders comes out. And when I start playing armories again like that, I'll start doing some topics like that. As with the investing and collecting right now, looks like the market is doing pretty well right now. A lot of cards are selling online. I'm selling a few cards right now too for personal reasons. Trying to do some safety nets due to the economy. Get a little liquidity off that. But at the same time too it's really nice to see the market do really well. Especially the playable cards are doing really well. I opened a lot of boxes from previous sets. So I decided to put some effort and put some of the Majestics online. So you'll see them on TCG Player. Those are selling really well. Blizzard, and a few other ice cards are doing really well. Channel Lake Frigid is doing really well. So it's always busy with that. And I'm even seeing legendaries, cold foil commons, crucible cards starting to sell and go up in value. I sold a cold foil tunic about 2-3 weeks ago for almost $5,000. So it's nice to see the values start to go back up on some of these cards. It's not across the board, but I'm seeing more and more sales come in. Could be related to Magic. Who knows? Be Outsiders. I'm excited. And even Outsiders, I think set 10 will be light and dark based because James White mentioned that the set will be different in an interview he did recently. And we've heard that there's going to be a light illusionist and a Shadow Runeblade come out this year. So my gut feeling is set 10 will be Monarch focused, light and shadow, just my tinfoil hat theory. And I think that's going to really help the Monarch market right now. Because Block 2 of Fab is, kind of been like, all over the place. But Fab 2.0 has been really well, right? So it'd be nice to see LSS give more support to Block 2 and see how those cards can become relevant again. Because a lot of them are not that much. But Tails cards are doing real well, especially New Horizons and all that. But it'll be interesting to see how the new cards, the new sets affect some of the older cards that aren't really playables right now. It'll be interesting to see how that goes on in the future too. Because right now, as you see, we have 3 helmets for, Ninja right now. If they keep releasing more and more headpieces for Ninja, and more headpieces for Ranger and whatever, like Ranger already has 2 legendaries in the headpiece, right? Are they going to make a 3rd one for it? So it'll be interesting how the LSS handles the equipment dynamic in the future. Hopefully they make dual class equipments in the future too. So that way it's not a generic where everybody absolutely needs it, but makes it more desirable for multiple classes. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll get more content soon. And I hope you enjoyed my hypothetical spoiler card. I just want to have fun with it. Have a good one.